brief interruption. Someone back home needs to be reminded all the reasons not to get married. They want to hear the reasons to get married, and sometimes that's a lot of propaganda coming from immigrants from the Old Testament world that want to insist on marriage, proceeding in success through marriage. And they insist on that. And that doesn't really work out so well in the United States because we want our voices respected. We don't really want to be bulldozed by grandma to decide what's best for us and keep us in diapers. But anyhow, we'll go there. There could be 5,000 reasons not to get married. What are some major ones for me personally? There's a dad back home who wants to see me buckled into his family through a son, and it's just not a compatible formula. But for me personally, and that's like a separate issue, but for me personally, I have my personal reasons, and you want to write out yours because it's very easy to get married and everybody has cake and a wedding and celebrates, and all of the single girls will giggle who don't want to be spinsters all their lives, and maybe it's better off that they are. But this is based on my personal experience. I can only speak for myself. Let's see here. This is my message to Pontius Pilate. Reasons. And we'll go over this over the next 10 years. Not why it's maybe not a good idea for my personality to get married. First of all, diagnosing my situation. If you're going to get married, usually people get married. They don't get married if they don't enjoy the copulation process. It helps if you're not okay, maybe the opposite is true. If you're a Jew, absolutely prove that you're a martyr and go out and marry the ugliest, fat, disgusting, snarly troll that you can possibly find who turns you off. Then your time at the bar with a beer will be justified. Reason number one for me, I am no longer age 31 now, and no longer a fertile young maid. Call of the wild, how shall my insult be returned? Who's the Barbie doll, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? On a level, a Jew understands what I'm hearing, what I'm saying. In other words, who's the Barbie doll that swims in his balls? And so what am I? Am I getting married because I'm a martyr and I want to avail myself to be a toilet paper, or do I want a compatible partner? Does that person on the other side, is he looking for a mate, or is he looking for a mommy? Reason number two, what I endured in my first marriage. Are you unhappy in a marriage because you're dealing with a severely wounded individual? Who, because he's a Blue Lagoon survivor from a departed teenage failed romance. And he was sent off to Outward Bound, where other snobs tried to kill him after their island paradise, and meanwhile the girl was shuffled away into a Barbie doll program when she would rather have been a wife and a mother, and that option was deprived of her. Is this Constitution of the United States mean anything to anyone other than myself, Hell's Angels, and Poseidon? If I sign up for that again, I might be getting in the way of someone else he'd rather be with from a lost era somewhere tucked far away, in which case my life is in danger all over again, in which case I will be, if it's kind, I will be verbally abused on a daily basis for keeps. Third of all, I had my heart set on this guy and he passed away. I miss my grandpa.